Good afternoon, BearFIT HIIT people. So you probably saw from my note, all you need today is a mat or just a comfy place on the floor and a towel and some water. And that's it. Just your body is going to be your weight. So we're going to get warmed up with a little high knees, some squat jacks, or not some squat jacks. Yeah, sort of. You're going to swing the arms down and one and back. So high knees, whatever those just were, swinging arms, squat jacks. We're going to do some reverse lunges, and I really want you to swing the arms up, step way back, stretching out the abs, stretching out those hips. And then we're going to do some lateral lunges. When you get over to the side, you're going to reach and stretch and turn. All right, we're going to go through all of those twice, and then we're going to do a couple things on the floor to get you warmed up. And then I've got 5 sets of 2 exercises each that we're going to go through 3 times. So just watch me, just listen to me. It's a piece of cake. You got it, all right? So let's tap the feet out in front and get ready for the high knees. We're going to go 20 seconds on. 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees up nice and high. Roll all the way through your foot. You don't want calf cramps. If you just roll on the ball of your foot, your calves are going to get really tight, and we don't want that. All right, keep going here. Bring those knees up high. If that impact is not friendly for you, take a wide stance out and maybe add a little twist here for your version of high knees. 3, 2, and 1. So those squat jacks I was just talking about. Stack the legs out, sweep the arms down. So bring it in and out. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Arms up, swing one arm back, swing one arm to the floor. You can turn your head to one side if it doesn't make you dizzy. If it does, just find one spot on the floor on each side and keep an eyeball on it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to go right back to the top. Oh, after we do our lateral, we're going to step it out. So take a really wide stance. Hands to the center. Lateral lunge. Place the opposite hand down. Reach and stretch. Take it through the center. Reach and stretch. Take it through the center. Those knees fall in the same direction as your toe. Hips go way back. Abs pull in. All right, here we go. We've got one more each side after this. So one more to your left and one more to your right. Let's hop those feet in and tap it out. We're going to do that around one more time. We're going to bring it up to those high knees, rolling all the way through your foot. I don't know if you can tell sideways. I'm not just hopping on the balls of my feet. Think about bringing the knees up towards your chest. They won't go that high, but let's aim that high anyway. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to the center. Remember, you're going to jump it out. One hand's going to go down. One hand's going to swing back. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to jump it out. Swing and reach. Swing and reach. Breathe. Remember, you can get a drink anytime during this workout that you need it. Don't wait till the end. One more each side. All right, take a big, wide stance. We're gonna bring our hands in the center. We're gonna lunge it way out to your left. Place your right hand down. Turn and reach. Take it through the center. Turn and reach. So I want you to lunge out far enough so you can feel that in the inner thigh and groin as you turn around and reach through the center and reach. Take it through the center. One more time each direction. All right, guys. We're going to take it to the mat to warm you up just a little bit more. Want to make sure you're plenty warm. I know you're probably thinking, I'm already warm. All right, we're going to take it down to the mat. Toes are tucked under. You're going to do a push-up and then sit your seat back into child's pose. So we're going to take it forward. Elbows go out to the side this time. So not back. We're going to go out to the side. Half push. Really reach the seat back. So let's go. Let's take it forward. Keep a little squeeze to the glutes as you pull the abs in when you shift it forward. Your back's nice and flat. You're not looking up. You're not looking at your feet. You're looking straight down so your neck's in line with the rest of your spine. We're going to do 2 more. So let's take it forward. Sit back into child's pose. One more time. Last thing we're going to do today to warm it up is we're going to start in a high plank. And we're going to lift our seat back up into down dog. So a little yoga in your HIIT today. So you're in a high plank, feet hip distance apart. Spread those fingers really wide here. You can add a half push if you want, but you don't have to. So 3, 2, and go. We're gonna lift the hips, push the heels back. Shift forward in a high plank and either hold it here for a second or do a half push, lift the hips into down dog. So you don't have to go with me. You can go a little faster, not too much though. If you're doing a push-up, let's just do a mini one. So only go halfway. Lift your hips, take it to down dog. Let's do that 3 more times. 3 and 2. One more time. Lift those hips, push the heels down, and then just pedal it out. So reach the opposite heel towards the back of the mat, then the opposite knee. All right, bring your feet a little wider the width of the mat and walk your hands back. Roll your back all the way up. And I think we're ready to go. So our first set is going to be a skater lunge, but I don't want you to hover the foot. I want you to actually tap it down. So big skater lunge, touch the toes, touch the fingers. Big skater lunge, touch the toes, touch the fingers. So that's the first one. The second one is a half push up with a knee drive. So you're going to be in that high plank. That's what I was warming you up for. So feet about hip distance. You're going to go halfway, push, drive in the knee. So round the back, drive that knee towards the chest. Step it back down, half push, knee drive. So the first thing, let's bring it up. So skater lunges where you're going to tap the toe behind you and you're going to touch the foot down. 3, 2, and go. So big skater lunge, touch and touch and tap. That's what I'm trying to say. Touch and tap. Touch and tap. My brain was trying to morph the two words together. You're more than halfway. Tap that toe in back. Touch the hand down in front of you. 3, 2, and 1. Get a drink if you haven't got one already. Just a little sip. Gotta stay hydrated. Let's take it to the mat. High plank. Spread your fingers really wide. Kind of squeeze the finger pads into the mat so you can just push the heel of your hand into the mat. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna rock forward and go halfway. Knee drive. Half push, knee drive. Knee drive. Pull those abs in. Lift the hips up. Push away from the mat with those arms. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Contract the abs. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it right back up. You're just going to do those 2 things 2 more times. So you've got 5 more seconds left. We're going to start to your left. Those curtsy lunges with a toe tap and a hand touch. 3, 2, and 1. So tap and touch. Tap and touch. Big swing out to the side. Use those arms just like you were speed skating. You've got 4 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. Not dizzy, right? Let's take it to the mat. Start in that high plank. Half push, knee drive. Alternate legs. You can go a little faster than me, but don't go too speedy. All right? It's not as many as you can do in that 20 seconds. Just that you do them correctly. Great form, makes great bodies. Here we go, high plank. 3, 2, and go. You're gonna do a half push, knee drive. Knee drive. Pull the abs in. Lift the hips just a little bit. Push away from the mat. Lengthen those arms. Find some space between your shoulder blades. You have 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. You've just got 1 more round of what you just did. So you've already got it up here. You're going to do those skater lunges. You're going to tap that toe down. Reach down with the hand. This hand can you use for balance either behind you or out to the side. Let's go this way. Just for the hell of it, right? Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Swing, tap, and touch. Swing, tap, and touch. Really reach. Lunge it out to the side. Catch just a second of air before you touch and I did it again. Before you tap and touch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. To the mat. high plank, alternating knee drives. Now you want those feet at least hip distance. You want to spread the fingers really wide and kind of squeeze those finger pads into the mat. You don't want to drive the heel of your hand into the mat and lift the fingers up. No, you don't want to do that. All right, we ready? High plank. 3, 2, and go. Half push, knee drive. Half push, knee drive. Half push. Push away from the mat. Your body is light as air. Lift and push. Lift and push. Breathe. Breathe out on that knee drive. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you're done with that first set. We've got 2 more exercises for you. You're going to lay all the way down. All right. Extend the body all the way. Arms overhead, legs out. You're going to roll the body up and bring up opposite knee. Take the hands through the chest, so through the midline, overhead, pull it through the midline, up and twist. After 3, 2, and 1. Through the chest, up and twist. Through the chest, reach overhead. Through the chest, reach up and twist. Reach. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can go a little bit faster. You can go a little bit slower. It is your workout. But you have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come all the way up to stand. So we're going to do a triple squat pulse, which just means 1, 2, 3. We're going to plant the hands down. 1 hip thrust. Bring it right back up. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Piece of cake. Then we're going to do all that 2 more rounds, all right? Reach the arms out in front. 3, 2, and go. So it's 1, 2, 3. Plant the hands. 1 hip thrust back up. 1, 2, 3. Plant the hands. As you shoot those feet out, 2, 3. Keep the abs pulled up and in. You don't want to arch the low back. You don't want to dip those hips down. 1, 2, 3. Plant, hip thrust. 1 more. 2, 3. Plant the hands, hip thrust. Bring it right back up, just so we can take it right back down. All right, so I want you to lay all the way down the mat. Second round, a full body extension. Alternating knee lift with a twist. Breathe, guys. Take a drink when you need it. 3, 2, and go. So pull it through the chest, twist, chest, overhead, pull center. It's just encouraging you too. When you pull the hands through the center, engage that core. Engage, lift, and twist. Reach, engage, lift, and twist. Reach, engage, lift, and twist. And reach. 5 seconds. You got this. Halfway through our second round here. Last one. Let's bring it up to stand. 3 center squat. Pulses. 1, 2, 3. Plant the hands down. Shoot those feet out. 1 hip thrust. 3, 2, and go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Plant the hands. Shoot out. Bring it in. 1, 2, 3. You want to plant those heels down. You don't want to come up on the balls of your feet. You won't have good balance. So hammer those heels down. 3. Plant toes, heels. 1, 2, 3. Plant toes, heels. 1, 2, 3. You've got time for 1 more. 1, 2, and 3. 1 more round. Lay it all the way down. Extend the arms, extend the legs. You're going to pull the hands through the center chest, right here. And when you do that, as soon as you do that, start engaging the abs to lift up. Use that momentum to drive you all the way up. Alternate sides. 3, 2, and 1. So pull it through, twist. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. So the opposite leg, the one that you're not pulling in, take that heel of that leg and push it into the mat or the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. You have time for 1 more each side. Last one. 1 more. Triple center squat pulse, hip thrust. And then you've done 2 sets of 3 rounds each. All right, so center mat. Extend those arms out in front of you. Take it down to that squat. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Plant, hip thrust, heels down. 1, 2, 3. Plant the hands, shoulders width apart. 2, 3. Plant, toes and then heels. 1, 2, 3. Plant, toes, heels. 1, 2. One more time. Plant, toes, heels, all the way up. So our third set is going to be a cross punch jack. So we're going to be nice and wide stand too, like a Buddha stance, sumo squat. Your hips are going to stay right where they are. No hip movement. No. Keep the abs nice and tight. You're going to go 1, 2, in, out. In, out. All right. Piece of cake. You guys got this. Fun. You get to punch. Act like there's an actual punching bag there. You're going to punch in and pull back. So you're not just randomly punching out into the air and letting it go, all right? So take that sumo stance. 3, 2, 1. Hips tight. In, out. In, out. Exhale. Twice on those punch. There's a punching bag right there. Punch, punch, pull back. Punch, punch, pull back. Keep breathing. One more. In, out. All right, your next thing is you're going to stay standing. You're going to take one leg back, reach the arms out. You're going to go 1, 2, step, step, 1, 2, step, 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 step. If that seems crazy confusing to you, just do 1, 2, step it out slow. Ready? 3, 2, and go. You're going to pull 1, 2, step, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Pull. Drive the knee in, reach the arms out, pull. 2. Remember, you can just step it out. You don't have to add that hop. Last one here. Back to those sumo stance. Punch, punch. In, out. All right. 2 punches. 1 jack. 3, 2, 1. In, out. Punch, punch. Sink the hips down. Punch, punch. Cross, cross. Pull that arm back just as quickly as you punch it out. Don't catch your cord while you're doing it. 3. 1 more. In, out. All right, we're going to start with this leg out. Arms way up here. Remember, you can pull twice. Step, step, pull twice. Or you can do 2 pulls and hop it out. All right, you choose. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to pull twice. Step. Switch it out. Switch it out. Switch it out. Or pull twice. Step it out. If you don't want to do that extra impact, 1 more outside. 1 more round. Wide stance. Cross, cross. In, out with the jack. And then 1 more of those alternating knee in. 3, 2, and 1. Punch, punch. In, out. Hips stay square with the front of the room. Pull those fists back just as soon as you punch out. Punch, punch, pull. Punch, pull. Punch, pull. In, out. No critiquing of my boxing form. 1 more. All right. I'm going to take 1 leg out. Reach those arms nice and long. 1 big long line right here. 3, 2, 1. Remember, you can pull it in twice. Step it out. Or you can hop it. 1, 2. You choose. You do you. You've got plenty of time here. You've got time for 1 more each side. Last one. Okay. We're going to start in a downward dog position. We're going to come forward to a high plank swoop. So that just means We're in our down dog position. We're gonna bend the elbows, sweep like you're doing a chaturanga, push up. You're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Hip lift into the down dog. Bend the elbows, lead with the face and the chest, lift up, lift the legs 4 times. Doesn't matter how many rounds you get in that 20 seconds, just don't let the hips dip down. Keep those abs pulled up and in. Straight leg lifts, keep the feet flexed when you lift them. Are you ready? Let's get to that down dog position. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna swoop down, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down dog, lift the hips, sink those heels. Swoop down, push up, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down dog, swoop up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down dog, and you're done. Alrighty. We're gonna have a seat. We're gonna do a reverse bridge lift. You're gonna bring the knee in, out, in. Right? Yeah, okay. So feet flat on the floor. Lift up to that reverse bridge. And say you start with your right leg. You're gonna bring it in, out, in. So the hip dips, the hip lifts, the hip dips. Place it down. In, out, in. Place it down. In, out, in. We're not starting yet. I was just showing you. 3, 2, and go. So in, out, in. Place it down. In, out, in, out, in, out, in. Knee in. Stretch it out. In, knee in. Lift. So lift the hips as you stretch that leg out. In, out, in, out, in. One more leg. In, out, in. All right. So let's hop it back. We're going to start in our down dog again. We're going to swoop down almost like we're doing a chaturanga, and then we're going to come to that high plank. 4 leg lifts. Don't worry about how many you get done in that round. Let's bend the knees and bring the hands down the mat. Walk it out. Feet hip distance. Down dog. 3, 2, 1. Bend those elbows. Swoop down. Lift. Lift the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift the hips. Down dog. Push those heels. Swoop down. Lift up. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down dog. You got time for one more. Swoop down. Push it up. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you are correct. Those are not easy, but they're really good. All right. So let's bring the seat to the mat. Feet flat. Hip distance or slightly wider. Either one is okay. Fingers pointing towards your toes. We're going to lift up right here, and we're going to sink the hips down when we bring that right leg in. 3, 2, 1. So it's in, out, in. Place it down. In, out, in. So hip lifts on the leg extension. In, out, in. In, out, in. Place it down. In, out, in. Place it down. In, out, in. One more. In, out, in. You have just one more round. So let's bring it up. And then I have just a little bonus thing we're going to do, just 2 little quick sets up. All right, so come to the back of your mat. Bend the knees. Walk those hands out. Come to a high plank. Lift your hips up, down dog. Let's go. Let's bend the elbows and swoop down. Push up, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift the hips, down dog. Bend the elbows, swoop down. Push up in a high plank. Lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift the hips, push those heels back. Swoop down, push up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more, even though we're a little over. Push down, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring the knees down. Let's come to a tabletop position. All right, spread those fingers wide. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Take a deep breath in. Drop the head down, tuck the hips under, bend the elbows, and then round the back and straighten the arms. Cat. Bend the elbows, tilt the hips up, chest up, head up, eyes up. Cow. Round into cat. Reverse into cow. Look up. One more time, let's end in that cat pose. And our little bonus round. Aren't you lucky? Yes, yes, I am really lucky. I'm glad you have a little bonus round for me. All right. We're going to come to a high plank position. We're going to bring our left knee in and our right hand up. Plant it down. No, we don't have to hold it that long. So we're going to lift, plant, lift, plant, lift, plant. So Just bring it in for a quick second. As soon as you bring that knee in towards your chest, send it straight back out. Right up, straight out from your hips. So don't try to bring it wider. Don't try and bring it to your feet or close to each other because you'll feel wobbly. You might tip over to the side. I don't want that. So let's start in that high plank position. Really important here. Kind of squeeze your fingertips into the mat so you're not doing one of these with the heels of your hand, all right? So squeeze those finger pads, tuck the toes, lift up, pull the left knee in, right hand up under the shoulder. Switch, switch. Pull that belly up and in. Tighten that core. That's where your balance comes from. Lift that and right up here in your brain because you're telling yourself, I can do this. I can do this. I'm not even considering not being able to do this. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Feet a little wider. Soften the knees. Let's walk it back. Let your head hang really heavy here. Slowly roll yourself up. And then we're going to come to the center of your mat. We're going to interlace the fingers above our head. We're going to turn them inside out and reach up. I'm going to soften the knees. I'm going to reach my fingers out towards you and my hips go way back. Nice flat spine. I'm going to keep reaching out, come all the way down. Release the fingers. Let my head hang really loose and heavy here. I'm going to interlace the fingers at the low back. I'm going to start to squeeze my shoulder blades back towards each other and straighten the arms. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, I'm going to move my hands closer to you. And I'm going to take another deep breath in, and when I breathe out, I'm going to take my hands over to the left. And take them through the center and take them over to the right. Take it back to the center. Lower the arms to the low back. Release them. Take your left hand right to the center. Maybe just your fingertips. Raise the right arm up. Turn and look. Bring the right arm down. Take the left arm out to the side. Turn and reach and look. Lower it right back down one more time each side. Last time. Roll it up from the middle. And we're actually going to end today on the floor. Just a little bit of core work here. We're going to roll it all the way down to our back. We're going to bring our feet the width of the mat. You're going to bring your hands interlaced under your head, elbows wide. You're going to lift the head up and bring the chin in just a little. You're not pulling it with your hands. In fact, you're pushing your head into your hands and your hands into your head. You're going to lift up one leg, cross it over the other, lift that bottom of the foot up to touch it, lower, out, and down. Repeat, lift, cross, tap, lower, out, down, lift, cross, tap, lower, out, down, lift, cross, tap, lower, out, down. So remind yourself to keep those elbows wide. Push your head into your hands and your hands into your head. That's going to support your neck. You will start to feel it in your low back. You will feel it in your abs. You've just got 2 more. Cross, tap, lower, out, down. Last one. Cross, tap, lower, out, down. Lay the head down. Reach the arms overhead. Take a big breath in. Reach out with the fingers. Reach out with the heels. Little lift to the upper chest. You got to do the other side. Lift the head up. Interlace the fingers behind your head. Elbows wide. Push your hands into your head. Push your head into your hands. Opposite leg comes up. Cross, tap, lower, out, down. Lift, cross, tap, lower, out, down. Lift, cross, tap, lower, out, down. Keep that core engagement. You got this. You did the other side. You got to even it out and do this one. You've got 4 more. Tap, lower, out, down. 3, tap, lower, out, down. 2, tap, lower, out, down. And 1. All right, release the head. Bring your knees in. Draw them in towards your chest. We're going to swing the feet overhead, and we're going to pretend to rock up, but we're only going to come up halfway 3 times. So the 4th time, we're going to plant the feet down and jump all the way up, and you'll be done, all right? So let's swing it overhead. Come up, roll it back. 2, 3. This is 4, so we lay all the way back. Plant those feet down, plant your hands down, jump it up. Good job, guys. Another great HIIT workout here on a, almost said Wednesday, on a Thursday. I'll be back here next week, same time, with most likely a bodyweight HIIT where all you're going to need is a mat and a towel and some water. Till next week. I'll see you guys later. Have a great week.